It's your girl Megan. So today we're going to do a video about my jump bag. I know I did one about my work belt, my duty belt, and that one was really popular. And I do have my handy dandy duty belt. Well, that's not part of the duty belt. That would get you in trouble if you had in your duty belt. But what the heck was that doing in there? Yeah, so the duty belt, my famous duty belt, this is what I wear to work. However, I do also have my jump bag. And my jump bag is what I actually carry in my trunk. The trunk of my car every single day. The reason being, of course, you know, traffic accidents are so common. So there's a story behind the jump bag. Now the jump bag was inherited from my older brother. My older brother, when he was in the military, he was medic, was one of his MOSs. That's why I have his name taped off. And then when he retired from the military, he was a police officer. I inherited it. And he got a fancier jump bag, actually. But the little sister inherited, my name's on it, I covered it. So, and that's why when I open it, you will see a combination of both civilian and military supplies. So right away, when I open it, you will see boatloads of shears. Why is that? Because I tend to lose shears. Now, these are not the kind of shears I usually use. I had my nice fancy ones, and as you saw from my other video, there was a story behind that where I was angry. There was a car, they got broke. We won't get into that. Anyway, I don't keep really good shears in my jump bag because it's not necessary, but I do have several types and several of them in here because I tend to lose shit. So that's that. There's several compartments, as you see, and I'll start pulling things out one by one so you can kind of see what I have in here. On the very top is a little tiny bag, and this has a few meds in it, just a couple. Reason being is obviously practicing medicine is not within the scope of my practice. However, in some states, including the state that I live in, Narcan is available over the counter. It is an emergency medicine that bystanders, just regular folks, can give to people. I sent my son to college with a bunch of intranasal Narcan. So I have several, like 8 doses of this stuff here. An EpiPen. I'm allergic to tree nuts. A lot of people are allergic to weird shit. I keep an EpiPen. If somebody needs an EpiPen, I have an EpiPen. If they would like to use my EpiPen, they are welcome to administer said EpiPen. In this state that I live in, school nurses are allowed to administer EpiPens to any student. Not exactly what the rules are about any nurse anywhere, but if somebody has ingested it and they don't have their EpiPen, oh, hey, I got one right here. You're welcome to use it. I also have nitroglycerin, just in case. I do have it. If somebody needs it, I will not administer it because that's outside of the scope of practice. It is not over the counter kind of thing like Narcan and bystanders could do it. But if somebody has a known heart condition and they can't find their nitro, I would be happy to lend them mine. Or if, you know, I have people in my family that have heart problems and they forget theirs, I have mine. So, but like I said, I cannot yet, I haven't finished my MP, I cannot practice outside of the scope. So that's why those are the only things that I carry, and the only thing that I would dare administer to anybody is the Narcan, because that's over the counter and bystanders can administer it in my state. Everybody's state's different, so I would caution against that. I know the rules of my state and some of the states that I've lived in, like Ohio, bystanders can also give Narcan. But know the rules in your state if you are to ever give medications. But like I said, you know, if somebody says, oh my God, I just ate a peanut and I don't have my EpiPen, well, here's mine. There you go. Boom. Anyway, second most important thing I keep in here is a little oral airway. You can't see it in the little package, but it's an airway. Somebody doesn't have an airway, pop that bad boy in. And this one I learned kind of the hard way. I had to deliver a baby in the dark in the driveway of a hospital, not knowing what the situation was. Nobody mentioned anything about a baby. Baby wasn't breathing when it was born. I had no suction equipment, but I have suction tubing in case I have to deliver another baby by the side of the road, which happened around here because I live in an area which has the worst congestion in the entire country, and people do have to deliver babies in cars pretty often around here. Happens a couple times a year. I have bulb syringes just in case. So, oral airway, bulb syringe. So, there's that. Dressings. Oh, these are kind of fun. Okay, so, oh, pardon me, some of my Shears. So some dressings. Now these are sterile dressings. They may not look like what you're used to because these are military issue. Military issue. This one is 4x4s, 2 4x4s, more 4x4s. This one is ABD pads. 4x4s and another 4x4. These ones are really interesting. So these ones are muslin, also came from the military. The neat thing about these ones, because they're fabric, you can use them as slings. You can also, in a pinch, use these as tourniquets because they are fabric and you double them up, and they can be used as tourniquets. Really, all you need is a stick and a piece of fabric. Which reminds me, I don't have a tourniquet left in here because I gave it to my son when he went to college, along with the Narcan. This kid has known how to do CPR since he was like 14. He knows how to apply a tourniquet, including writing the time on it, and administer a Narcan. So there's the military bandages. So 4x4s, sterile. These are all the same thing, but these are obviously civilian ones. Obviously with MVCs, and when you use bags like this, it's all going to be, a lot of it is wound care. So that's why I've got so many dressings. These same thing are the kind of like the camouflage fabric. These are triangular bandages. These you can use for slings, to make a sling out of. I've got a couple of those. Wrap gauze, more wrap gauze, tensor bandages or ace wraps, 3 ace wraps. All right. These are barriers for doing CPR, you know, with the breaths. Eye protection, nobody wants blood in their eyes. Flashlight. And of course, alcohol swabs, bunches. And tape. Several rolls of tape. Now you might be asking, Megan, where are your gloves and your hand sanitizer. Those are actually in the glove compartment of the car, because before I even get out of the car, I'm gonna have gloves on if I see something. So that's why they're not actually in the jump bag. Here I have, okay, scalpels. Now these obviously are left over from my brother because I can't crank anybody in the field. Not yet. Several things of liquid bandage, which this is great too, honestly, just for like when I get cuts at work, because you know how it is. You get a cut at work, try to put a Band-Aid on, you gotta wash your hand 3 bazillion times a day. This is great. I think I've got some IV start kits here, and not that I would even be thinking about starting IVs on people that I just see in the field, but I actually used to teach at the university. And I would let people practice on me. Heck, I can actually put an IV in myself. Pretty good skill to have, but I have really super fat veins. So anyway, so your blood spill kit. I have a couple of slings in here. You know, if you've got somebody you think who's got like a broken clavicle, broken shoulder, whatever, got a sling. Let's see, what is this one? I think, oh yes, this one's kind of cool because this is a kit for a sucking chest wound. Just in case somebody, you know, you come across somebody who's been shot in the chest and they got a sucking chest wound, I have a kit for that. Obviously, it's left, you can see by the color, it's a military one. Body fluid barrier kit with latex gloves, face shield, mouth-to-mouth barrier, antiseptic towelettes, and biohazard bag. Chemical cold pack. Another personal PPE kit, just in case it's super bloody out there. This one is neat. It's actually a sterile burn sheet. If you come across a severely burned victim, this is a burn sheet. It's kind of been stuck in the corner of my bag, so it looks like hell, but I checked the date on it, and it hasn't expired, even though it looks like hell. I figured, what the hell, I'll keep that. These are kind of cool. These are sterile gel soaked burn dressing. If you've ever had a really bad burn, God, they hurt like a mofo. So, let's see, there's how many? Okay, so each one contains a 4x16 sterile gel dressing. So, yeah. Relieves pain, cools and comfort, helps prevent contamination, non-adherent. Put a couple of these on your patient, put them in the sterile burn sheet, and wait till the EMS gets there. Let's see, what else do I have? So this is kind of interesting in case you have to collect any body parts, fingers, toes, feet, whatever, you can put it in that. This is kind of, you know, if you want to see if somebody could feel something. I had to buy this for nurse practitioner school, but it really is a handy dandy tool. I've had this forever. Actually, I've had this from when I was in PCT, patient care tech school, like 18 years ago or something like that. Gait belt. I just stuck it in here because I'm too old to be trying to pick somebody's ass up off the ground or anything. I slap a gait belt on and help get their ass up. I ain't picking nobody up no more. I'm too old for that. In the side, I have my AccuCheck. So I can check somebody's DEXI, and you know, if somebody says they're feeling lightheaded and they're diabetic, boom, I can check their DEXI. Just put brand new batteries in it, calibrated it, it's good to go. I have my second manual blood pressure cuff. honestly, I have 3 of these. I know, I'm a psychopath. And then I have my backup stethoscope, not my fancy $300 Littman, hell no. But this one works just fine. It's good enough during nursing school. It's my backup stethoscope, so it goes in the jump bag. And then here in my second side compartment, I have a little box of just extra tools, pair of tweezers just in case you're trying to poke something out of somewhere. You know, I'm talking like splinters and shit. I'm not going into poking around in no wounds or no shit like that. Clamps. Sometimes you need a clamp. And some smaller shears just in case you're trying to work around. I think I got a ring cutter in there too. I used to work at a jeweler's, so they were the damnedest shit. And then, so saline flushes. Tons and tons and tons of saline flushes. Like I said, obviously I'm not starting IVs on anyone, but these things, I use these things to, when I run out of contact solution, I'll use one of these. If my eyes are dry, I'll use one of these. These are great for just flushing out and cleaning just a basic wound. I mean, so I've got tons of these. These are great. If you've got somebody who's got a nasty cut, just flush it out. Slap a nice sterile bandage on it and send them, you know, if you think it needs sutures, send them to the urgent care. But just, all you want to do is just clean it and cover it. There you go. Really, I mean, it's like, this is just basic stuff. I mean, you know, you're not trying to practice outside your scope. This is just what, you know, things to have just in case of emergency. And having 2 boys in my house, well, one's, you know, he's home right now because it's spring break, but he lives in a college dorm. But having raised 2 sons, I can't tell you the amount of cuts, bruises, scrapes, broken bones, and oh my God, twisted ankles and whatnot that I have had to go through. So even just having this little fancy bag, I have had to use so much stuff out of this just for my family. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so that is what is in this ER nurse's jump bag for, you know, just in case of emergency. So, I keep dropping all my shit. All my shears. Anyway, since so many people liked what was on my duty belt, or my bat belt as people call it, I figured I would do what's in my jump bag. Now this is not to be confused with my bug out bag. The bug out bag is what I have for the zombie apocalypse, and that's just, yeah. Walking Dead, favorite show, love that show. One of my favorite shows, so yeah. I got a different one for that, and that's where that big ass knife comes in. So we'll go into that another time. I just love The Walking Dead. Oh my God. Have you seen the latest one? We'll talk about that another time. Anyway, so I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, well, I don't know, thumbs down or whatever. Anyway, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Anyway, I hope you liked it, so leave some comments. Please leave some comments. Nobody's leaving comments. Tell me what you like. I'll make videos. And anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really love it when you guys watch my videos. And thank you to my subscribers. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Anyway, hope you all are having a good day. Bye.